Yo, what's going on, guys? It's Mason here, back here with another streamer. I'm joined by Southpaw Jesse. How you doing, bro?
I'm good. I'm good.
Uh, and today we'll be discussing the World Cup squads that have been announced. Obviously, for Jesse is from the USA, so we'll be discussing um,
Shoosh.
USA, and then
I've
I will
been
be
dying to
discussing
do
the
that.
well, we'll be discussing both the USA and England.
But
Um,
Mason, before we get started,
hmm
I got a trivia question for you.
Here we go. Yep.
There are I want to know you probably can get this if you really think about it. There are
Mm.
three players in the squad for the United States that were born in England. Can you name them?
Uh,
To quote
ah,
to quote Davey, if you deep it, I bet you can come up with them.
trying to think.
I'll give
Um,
you a hint. One of
the
them
loot
is a
isn't.
real
What,
Don.
what about the Luton keeper? Is he? I think he could be England.
No, Ethan Horvath. No, he's from Colorado.
Is he? Oh,
Yep. He does have that look though, doesn't he?
yeah.
Yeah.
'Cause I was thinking, and obviously I thought, hmm,
Yeah. So
I
here's
don't.
one hint. The one dude, he's a real Don. I wonder if that will give you a clue.
I literally have no clue. I think is it the right back? It's probably the right back or centre back. I think.
You're close. It's on one of them is on the back line for sure.
I'm gonna have to say I
Actually,
don't know.
two of them on the back line. Excuse me. So there's a center back. That's one of them. Another one on the back line, and then yeah. Let me know if you give up or if you want to keep
I
guessing.
give up. I think I might know who it is, but I've got his name.
I will. What team does he play for?
Is it? Does he play for United States or Newcastle? No, Juventus or Newcastle, I think. Or
Are you
used to
thinking
play
of
for them.
Yedlin?
Yeah.
So he's just from America, but he played for Newcastle for a long time. And then Juventus is Winston McKennie, but he's also from America. Okay,
Uh,
good guesses. So Anthony Robinson from Fulham,
oh yeah.
and he's the reason why I was trying to say that is because he's from Milton Keynes. MK Dons.
Yeah, yeah. I used to live near there.
There you
I
go.
was born near there. Yeah.
Um, Cameron Carter Vickers. He's from South End.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah,
And
yeah.
then this one is gonna kill you, Giovanni Reina.
Is he?
Yeah, he's from Sunderland. That's
That
because
doesn't
his,
sound, that doesn't
his
sound like an England name though, don't it?
well, because his dad Claudio Reyna was playing for Sunderland when he was born there.
Oh,
Yeah, before he went to Man City. So Claudio Reyna, who was a longtime captain for the United States,
He plays for Dortmund, don't he?
now he plays for Dortmund. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right,
I
so
thought he was
let's get
American.
started now.
Yeah, let's get started. That was a good trivia though. Good trivia. I just obviously I thought it was Ivy Yedlin and all that. I know. I had a feeling it was Carter Vickers because,
That just sounds like a British name, doesn't it?
and also I swear in his documentary he said about um he's he's been in England for a while.
Well, yeah,
But yeah,
he's from South End, and his dad is American, so he would visit his dad in America a lot. But his mom is British.
yeah. That's probably why then, because
Yeah.
also probably they've got no chance of playing for England too. No
Well,
offense.
yeah, I'm sure it's for a lot of them, to be honest.
Yeah. But yes, obviously England's squad has been announced and USA squad has been announced. Obviously, both teams are in the same group, um, so there is going to hopefully be a stream. Definitely, 100% probably will be a stream.
I mean, I'm
Uh,
doing one. Hopefully, you guys can make it.
I definitely will join for that stream. If it's not on mine, it'll be on Jesse's, and I'll probably tweet it out anyway. If you follow me on Twitter, guys,
For sure.
or follow Jesse, or probably Davey if Davey's joining. Um, but obviously the squads have been announced. England's for me 50-50. Not to obviously, I don't think they're going to be putting perfect squads in my opinion. No teams would put perfect squads members in my opinion. But what is your opinion? Well, looking at the USA team, what is your opinion on it straight away? Is it bad, good, or has he picked the manager, the coach picked, you know, not the best
So
players?
I've kind of said this before, but I'm not sure if I mentioned it to you. I feel like Greg Berhalter is trying to do his best Garrett Southgate.
Mm.
I try and root for Greg Berhalter, but he makes it so frustratingly hard. He's taking 4 right backs. I don't understand why he needs that many right backs. I don't get it.
Mm.
Anthony Robinson is our only left back, and he's already battling injury woes. If he gets injured, I don't even know what's going to happen. But so here's my thinking on this. 2021 was a good season for the United States team.
Yep.
They won the CONCACAF Nations League
Yeah.
and Gold Cup.
Gold Cup. Yeah.
2022 hasn't been nearly as good, and it feels like Greg Berhalter is just congratulating the 2021 side with this selection, because some of the selections are really bizarre. In terms of like Roldan, who plays for Seattle Sounders, he was a big part of the 2021 squad, and he's good. He's a good not captain, but like a good anchor, a good personality. But he's been battling injury, and then he's had a really off 2022 season.
Yeah.
If honestly, I can't say I'm too upset about it altogether, but that's what it feels like. It feels like he's just thinking about 2021, and it kind of feels like, without coming out and saying it, they're trying to put all their baskets in the 2026 World Cup, and they're just trying to do okay in this year's World Cup. It feels like, because this is the youngest squad in the whole
tournament. What's happening in 2026 World Cup then?
Saying?
What's happening with the 2026 World Cup then?
I think that's the one that they're hoping is like their big show, because that's the one that Mexico, USA, and Canada are hosting.
Oh yeah.
And they have the youngest squad in the tournament here, and a lot of players that don't have a lot of national experience. That's what it feels like they're preparing for. Like, it feels like, let's have a good showing if possible, but let's really focus on down the road, because I'm just kind of surprised by some of them. I'm not surprised about Zach Steffen. I don't understand people who say you don't need a shot stopper in a football side. I get that Matt Turner, he's not great at his feet, but he's one of the better shot stoppers when he's playing. And everyone's like,
he's your best goalkeeper, isn't he?
I think so. No, I gotta be honest with you. I'm biased because he played for New England Revolution for so long. But I think of the 4, I think he's the best one.
Well, yeah, because I got to agree with that. Zach Steffen's unknown at the moment. His name's Turner, isn't he?
Yeah, Matt Turner. Yeah,
Matt Turner he's played in the Europa League with Arsenal a couple of games. He's playing for a top team right now. Even though he's not starting, he's still part of a top team. And if you look at it, the manager's going to go, well, I'm picking him. I'm not picking Zach Steffen, because look, they probably watched the FA Cup game before. Now maybe my eyes is on Turner, because even Turner was doing well with New England, of course. So obviously Matt Turner is going to be picked, and obviously that was going to happen.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, Sean Johnson too. He's a really decent backup. I imagine the depth chart will be Turner, Johnson, Horvath. Sean Johnson plays for New York. He's a decent backup, but I don't know. A lot of it was pretty clear who he would take. Carter Vickers, I was shocked by. I didn't know that he hadn't been in the team for a long time. So, and then Shaq Moore, another right back. But see, Shaq Moore had a lot of play in the Gold Cup, and that's what makes me think like he's just kind of got the 2021 season in mind. Even with Josh Sargent, who plays for Norwich, when he was trying to justify his pick, he was like, well, he played in the Premier League last season. And a lot of people are like, well, 2022 is what matters. And I get it to an extent, but 2022 is, the season is what, 4 or 5 months long, where you have a whole year to examine it. So I don't know. I'm not totally surprised, if I'm being honest with you. The X factor for me is Winston McKennie. If that dude, if his mind is right, because he's a little bit of I don't want to say he's like a disciplinary problem exactly, but he's kind of like one of those like maverick type players. But if he's right and he's not injury prone, Winston McKennie is like one of the most important pieces of the national team for me. And then we'll see what goes on. You know, the problem with the United States team is a lot of them are really injury prone. Pulisic is injury prone. Giovanni Reina is injury prone. Um, Carter Vickers, Anthony Robinson, so Dest. So it's really an interesting thing. Like, I'm curious to see how it'll work out, but I just get the feeling like they're looking forward more till the next World Cup, and this one's like, well, we missed last time. Let's get our feet back into it, kind of thing.
Yeah, because obviously 2018 obviously didn't qualify. 2014 obviously got to the round 16. True fact, guys. Actually, if you want to true fact right now, I actually picked out USA in the sweepskate as we do in my old school. So out of all the chances, I got United States, which I'm going to be completely honest, I wasn't too happy with it because I thought, oh shit, USA. Okay. And then they got round 16. I thought, okay, that's better than I thought they were going to do. And then 2018, obviously not qualifying. Yeah, I agree. Like, looking on it paper, right? From what I'm hearing, you are hosting, so they are saving the players for the 22 and 26. But I think, like you said, injuries. I think a lot of teams it's not just USA. I think there's loads of teams who are suffering with it because of now the World Cup's in November and we're in the middle of the season, and people's fitness and all that it's getting kind of worse, I think England at the moment, we've lost Reece James, Chilwell. I don't know about Maddison. Apparently Maddison limped off in his game today. So
today,
we don't know if he's going to be fit for that. So it's like, it's just every team's suffering for it, unfortunately,
And you know what else too is the problem is that we don't have a clear 9, and that's the issue. So I don't know how much you know about Pepe, Ricardo Pepe. He's like the biggest shock for a lot of people that he didn't make the World Cup. And I think a lot of people are using, I don't know, it's like there's two thoughts of frame on that. Is like he's probably the only pure 9 that they had. So to not bring him on was shocking, but I think he's going to play defensive. I think Greg Berhalter is going to set up really defensively, and I think he's going to try to nick a lot of 1-0 games or like 2-1 games, to be honest with you. But Pepe, he was in Augsburg, and he wasn't playing well. He got a move, and everyone's like, well, he's your highest scoring player in the World Cup qualifiers. Yes, that's true, but he also did a lot of that damage against Grenada. And this year, CONCACAF was weak with their qualifying years. Other seasons, CONCACAF was one of the strongest ones. Like 2014, CONCACAF was out of control good.
I just got good news. James Maddison's substitution, just a precaution. So, sign of belief. Maddison's actually fit. Oh, I'm so gassed with that because I want James Maddison to play. Maddison's obviously the one I personally want to play on that cam position, but right, carry on, Jesse. Carry on.
Well, yeah, he's been good, but I don't think he's necessarily taken the bull by the horn. So I gotta tell you, this for me, this World Cup, I'm just hoping for a good showing. Obviously, I hope that they could make it out, but I think people are sleeping on Iran, man. Iran is worrying me. I've been watching them a lot since they got announced with the United States, and I think they're going to be one of those wreck teams, and we'll have to just wait and see. But yeah, that's my thoughts on the squad. What do you got for England?
Yeah. I'm not too happy with it. I kind of knew this was going to be the seat. That's what I mean. With Southgate, he's predictable. He's so predictable. Like, I think the goalkeepers, I'm fine with that. Look, Pope, Pickford, Ramsdale, can't go wrong with that. Dean Henderson, I don't rate. I don't think he deserves a World Cup. So suck on that, Dean Henderson fanboys and all that. It's a bit rude, but still. And then the right backs. Look, the right back situation. Look, there's nothing we could do. Reece James is not fit, so he's had to pick Trent. Do I think Trent will play? No. He'll play Kyle Walker as a centre back. We know that for sure. But Trippier, I'm happy with Trippier. I think Trippier should have been number one choice, in my opinion, over any right back. I think he's been brilliant for Newcastle, and he's got to be number one. And then the centre backs, I absolutely am baffled that Tomori, a AC Milan, a Serie A league winner, who, by the way, this season, apart from a couple bad games, has been once again brilliant for Milan. Has not even been picked over Harry Maguire or Connor Cody or Eric Dyer, for example. Look, Eric Dyer's not played bad, but it's like comparing a Ferrari to a Mini, for example. Like, you got to obviously take.
It's Premier League bias, right? That's what it is.
Yeah, it is. It's absolute disgraceful.
And that's what I mean by Greg Berhalter is like a mini Southgate, because he's so concerned about Josh Sargent playing for the Premier League last season. Like, he's playing in the Championship and he's doing well, but the Premier League was last season. That's what I'm saying. Like, that's what makes me think like he's just trying to be like Southgate 2.0 almost. If Greg Berhalter walks out in a suede sweater vest, I'm gonna kick off.
Yeah, and then obviously we've got Luke Shaw. I can't go with Luke Shaw. Well, I don't mind Luke Shaw. Luke Shaw's been better this season, so I'll take that. He's the only left back we've got. It's the same with you. It's the same with you. We've only got one left back.
I tell you, he's just copying. Yeah. He's copying Southgate.
He's copying.
It's terrifying.
This is when it gets really pissed me off. Calvin Phillips and Jordan Henderson. Like, I don't mind Conor Gallagher. Look, Conor Gallagher is actually not bad. I think fair enough. Jude Bellingham, of course, you got to take Jude Bellingham. He's one of the best midfielders for England. He's arguably is. I'll put my hands up and say Jude Bellingham, brilliant midfielder. I'd take him. Declan Rice, of course you take Declan Rice. I think he's having a low-key season this season, but I still would take him over Henderson and Phillips, But Phillips, this is what baffles me. It's the favourites. You can tell he's picking his favourites because he's still picking Harry Maguire. He's picking Kyle Walker to play centre-back. He's picking Connor Cody. And he's picking Phillips in CDM when Phillips has not even played since God knows how long because of injuries. And he's been inconsistent all year round.
He's just getting back, right?
Yeah, he's just got back. Well, I don't even know if he's fit or not.
And I'll tell you what, Mason, I'm looking at your squad on the England football and the official page, and they have all the players in different poses, and they all look like dickheads in these poses. There's a bunch of these ones, and there's a bunch of these ones, and there's a bunch of this.
I haven't seen that actually. I'm so glad I haven't now because my eyes will be.
My favorite one is Luke Shaw. He looks like, and I'm a fat guy, but Luke Shaw looks like what you got on that play, boo.
I haven't seen that yet, actually, so I'm so glad I haven't now.
I mean, obviously, I'm not going to say too much because I'm not British, but
it's just,
the way I look at it is when I'm looking at your squad is it seems like I don't think you're going to concede much.
Yeah, probably not. That's what I mean because we're playing defensive, haven't we?
Yeah,
we're going to do what we did in the Euros.
Much. But yeah, it feels like almost the same way that I was saying about the United States squad. It's like he's thinking of like it's like he wants to rectify the Euros from last year.
Oh yeah,
like that's the team that I'm seeing. Although Callum Wilson, that was did you have that in your pool? Callum Wilson making the team for the World
Cup? It's a good idea. I think Callum Wilson's played well. I think he's. I think, like you said, the injuries also. He's a bit of an injury prone, but I think that what annoys me the most about this squad is we've picked too much cams in this game. We've picked so much cams. I don't know how many cams we've picked. We could have took an extra striker because I don't think Rashford should be playing striker. If he's picked Rashford because Rashford can play striker and left wing and right wing, that's fine. Left wing and right wing.
Do you consider Calvin Phillips to be a cam or more of a CDM?
CDM, I'm talking about Grealish, Foden could play
Yeah,
Cam,
because I'm
Mount
counting
can,
three. Yeah, I'm counting three.
Madison.
Madison,
That's four.
Grealish.
That's four.
Um, four.
I,
Yeah,
I
you're right. Yeah,
yeah,
Mount,
I'd
Mason Mount.
remove,
Right. Yeah.
I'd move Grealish because Grealish is dog. I don't rate him. I don't think he's good. And I'd pick an extra striker. I'd pick Tony. I can't believe that Tony's not been picked. You know, he's and the fact. Do you want some? Do you want some things, guys? Do you want some things? Harry Kane scored 12 goals in the Premier League this season so far. Tony's only scored. He's only two behind Harry Kane with 10 goals and just scored 2 goals against Man City. That's a bit of a knowledge right there. That of course I know Harry Kane's not going to get dropped. But what's the knowledge of not picking Tony then? He's been brilliant for Brentford and this season scored over 10 goals in the Premier League already. There's no knowledge with these managers. It's just, yeah, we're going to pick the favourite. We're going to pick the favourite.
So knowing that Southgate's always going to go defense heavy,
yeah,
he's taking 4 forwards. Maybe leave Sterling and take Tony, because Sterling turns up for England, right?
Yeah, Sterling does turn up for England. That's
But
a problem.
maybe leaves. Oh, I mean, it's nice for Callum Wilson, but if we're being ruthless, you would substitute Callum Wilson for Tony, right?
You probably would, yeah.
Rashford, when he's on form, he's nearly unstoppable, and that's what we say as Manchester United fans. It's like he's not always right, but when Rashford is doing his thing, he becomes unstoppable. Bukayo Saka is probably one of your best young players, and just
you could obviously we've got to play Saka.
Right. But, and then you're never not taking Kane. So excuse me, there's 5 forwards. Sorry, 5 forwards. And you're never not taking Kane. So
it's more defensive, isn't it? Because Bellingham's more of a playmaker. Bellingham's a playmaker. I wouldn't say he's defensive, so remove him out there. Maddison's not defensive. Phillips, Henderson, and Rice. That's 3. You've got Kyle Walker's going to be 4 because he's going to play centre back. Ben White. That's 5. Dyer 6. Maguire 7. Johnson 8. Pickford 9. We've picked 9 defensive players.
Did you say and that's in the midfield, right? Just in the midfield and the forwards, right?
3 of them are CDMs, yeah. 3 of them are CDMs, and 2 of them are midfields, centre mid.
That's quite.
And then you've got the centre backs. We'll be playing 3 at the back, so we'll be playing pretty much 5 at the back. 7 defensive players in that pitch because the CDMs, unless he plays Bellingham over next to Rice.
So what I think will be happening will be you'll probably do Pickford as your goalkeeper, right?
Obviously, yeah.
And then Trent, and so if we're doing a back 5, it'd be Trent on the right,
really?
Kyle Walker. Well, like that wing back, right? The wing back, right? Would you do that?
Something like that, yeah. But I don't know. Maybe he might play Trippier. I don't think he likes.
Okay, maybe Trippier. Yeah, Trippier. Then Trippier. I would think Trippier, Walker, Maguire,
Stones. Yeah, Stones.
Yeah. And then Shaw, right? And then, like you said, I think it's going to be Rice and Phillips. That's so damn defensive.
I know. It's ridiculous. I swear to God, if I look at that, I'm watching it with first game against Iran at college, so we'll be watching the game there. If I see Phillips on that score sheet next to Rice, I'm going to get my a pillow. I'm going to get a pillow at the college. I'm going to get like a eye sleeper thingy, whatever that is. People put on their eyes, and then go sleep because this is going to be a well defensive game if you're putting Phillips next to Rice because it's ridiculous. Honestly, Bellingham. I would go Bellingham, Rice, Maddison. Mount fans are going to be really pissed off, but I'm not. I think Mount is so overrated. I honestly think he's so overrated, in my opinion. People will say Phil Foden's overrated. Phil Foden's not overrated. Phil Foden is actually talented, more talented than Mount.
Yeah, I mean, of the 3, I would put Foden over all 3 of them too. personally.
Yeah, Foden will play left wing though, because I think Foden plays a lot of left wing now for Pep. So it'd be just easier playing him on the left, Saka on the right, or Sterling, and then striker Harry Kane, of course. Who,
So then Marcus is a sub.
yeah, Marcus I think will be a sub. I don't think he'll start. I personally don't. But look, but before we end the stream though, let's do this. So let's pick the squad that you want. So obviously you'll pick your US team, obviously.
Can I share my screen real quick?
Yeah, sure.
Are you seeing me?
Not yet. Hold on. Oh yeah, I see it.
So there you go. That's mostly what I think might be the best team to go with. And it might even be a 4-2-3-1. But that's what I'm thinking. Again, and this is a team that is riddled with a lot of injury concerns. But like I love Gio Reyna, but I don't know if he's gonna be a consistent enough starter right now. That dude, he's really like he's hot and cold, you know.
Yeah.
And on top of the fact that he does pick up injuries, I think if McKennie and Adams, if they're right, I think that's gonna be the strong point. Is gonna be the midfield because Kellen Acosta, he's really good as a CDM that can play forward. And then McKennie and Tyler Adams are who I'm putting my hopes on. But I expect it to be a lot of defense. I expect, like, I think we're gonna need Matt Turner because I think he's gonna be facing a ton of shots.
He will. Matt Turner, I think, will play. I think he will anyway. Dest plays for Barca, so did he play for Barca?
He's in Milan right now.
Milan. Sorry, yeah, he's on loan. I thought
and he's struggling. So hopefully he picks it up because he's struggling right now.
Yeah, I heard about that. And who's the left back? Is that
That's Anthony Robinson.
Anthony Robinson.
Full America.
Yeah, Fulham. And then my one, because I can't share my screen on thing.
Sure,
I think Pickford, Trippier. I'd go for a back four. So if I was playing a back four, Ben White and Stones, I wouldn't play Maguire. I wouldn't in a back four.
I know
Luke
you wouldn't.
Oh no, yeah. And see, I play 4-3-3. CDM Rice, and then Bellingham, and then a lot of people are gonna, and maybe Madison, or maybe play Madison, try him at Cam, swap him with centre mid, maybe. And then left wing Foden, striker Kane, right wing Saka. That's what I would do. But obviously, this is Gareth Southgate. You know, the most overrated manager in my opinion. I don't know why people stick up for him. I don't know why people give him hype. That Euros, when I watched the Euros, I thought the England players carried that team to a T. It wasn't the manager. The players just thought, well, you know. So
no, I hear you. Yeah,
and I think they couldn't be. I don't think they'll be able to carry this team with the fitness and all. I don't think a lot of, I think it's going to be a struggle for a lot of teams.
This is going to be a disastrous World Cup. I think a lot of big names are going to come out really badly injured, unfortunately. Not that I'm hoping for it, but I think this is going to have like serious ramifications for the next half of the season across the world, not just in the Prem.
It's stupid.
I think the only two countries are fine are like Denmark, because I think Denmark, Brazil, and United States, they're done with their seasons. I think those are the three. I was reading somewhere what countries are done with their seasons, and I think it's Brazil, Denmark, and United States. So they're okay. But
the people play for USA and all that, yeah.
Yeah, but like England, Germany, Italy, like Spain, there are like high profile players going to these. And yeah, I'm like you. I'm worried. I think what we can both say before you wrap it up, I know you got to get going soon.
Yeah.
Is for the most part, these two squads, they should be able to play better than they're gonna. And I think that their managers hold them back. Would you agree with that?
Yeah, I think the managers is holding the players back.
Like the I think for the most part, USA players, they're young. Like I told you, they're the youngest squad in the tournament.
Yeah.
And obviously, your United States reputation on soccer. I'm not going to make any news for you, but they did so much damage not making the 2018 World Cup that this just feels like a refresh. But I look at the England squad, and you got a bunch of really likable players. You're fifth in the world. You should be feeling better about your prospects than you do, and I think that comes down to your manager.
Yeah, it is the manager. I think we all know it's the manager. It's not the players. I think if people say it's the players, you need to watch the Euros again. That was the reason why we got to the final, was because those players. Yeah, okay, the penalty shootout didn't work out, but you also got to think who else was all at fault for the penalty shootout. It was Southgate for putting a young player named Saka on the last penalty. If he put someone's experience, we might have actually got out of that. So for me personally, it is down to the manager. I know it's the manager. I think most of the England fans know it's the manager. Like, I think if we had someone like Graham Potter right now, we'd probably be fine. I think we could win it. We have a good chance with Potter. He knows what he's doing. He's a good manager. But with Southgate,
But they're never going to do that, right? Like Southgate's
no.
the thing about the FA is they go for the safe option, right?
It's exactly. It's just like Man United with the Glazers up until now. They've not. They always go with the safe option.
So
It's
okay,
ridiculous.
real quick. What do you consider like the minimum level that they need to reach in a tournament to be a success? Minimum round.
Well, last tournament we got to the semis, you know,
Yeah.
and then we obviously got to the finals. So we thought I should win it or get to the finals.
So
I
for
think we
you,
should.
minimum the finals.
Yeah.
Right. I think if honestly, I know this is going to sound pathetic, but I'm trying to be realistic. If the United States can get to the round of 16,
Yeah.
I think that would be a good accomplishment considering the group that they're in and then how inexperienced they are. I'll take a round of 16.
I remember they had a good group in the 2014, I think, too. They had Portugal, I think, too.
Portugal, Algeria,
Yeah.
Ghana,
Yeah, you know.
and then them, yeah.
Yeah. And I think they've got a chance of qualifying for 2026. I think a lot of teams have got a better qualify because obviously the teams are now going to be
48.
48. I was calculating. I was talking to my brother about this. I was like,
It's gonna be madness. I don't even know, but
how are they going to do it?
I think they get an automatic bid anyways by being one of the hosts.
How are they gonna? How are they gonna like? How are they gonna get like two? Is two teams gonna go through?
It's weird. Back in the day, I don't know if they changed it, but it was something along the lines of top two automatically advance, and then the third place teams play like an extra round.
So they probably would do that now, wouldn't they?
Yeah, I don't know if that's gonna be the same way, but that's what it was.
Yeah,
they may change it, but that's what people were talking about back when this got announced. Back like last year, I think is when it got announced.
I don't know if they're doing it for the Euros or not. I was confused with the Euros because I know that some third place teams got through.
Yeah, it's kind of like how the Euros did it, but it has to be a grander scale because it's more teams.
Yeah, but the Euros, I think some of them didn't even have to play another round. It was some people just got automatically third went through. I can't remember.
Weird. It's gonna be like that. It's gonna be hard to keep track of. Basically, win your group is the best thing to say. Like
when your group will get second in it.
Yeah.
Like it happens all the time. But yeah, 2024 World Cup starts on next week.
Next week,
yeah,
Saturday.
Yeah, 1 week away. It's crazy. It's gone quick. You know, I remember yesterday the 2018 one. That was mad.
Oh man, I was heartbroken when the United States didn't qualify, man.
Obviously we qualified. Like, as much as England is shit, if we never qualify for the World Cup or Euros, there'll be a massive riot.
Remember the last time it happened? When England didn't qualify?
Got to be long. So
98, I think. I think it was 98.
98.
Yeah.
98. That's not. I don't know. I thought they've always qualified, to be honest. But yeah, 21st. Obviously, England's got Iran. I don't know about USA. When's USA playing Wales?
21st against Wales.
Yeah, obviously that's gonna be a good game.
Oh man, yeah.
Bale versus McKennie, probably because McKennie's the best player for USA, I think. So Bale versus McKennie. I know that's not
for sure.
I know that's not a good comparison, guys. I know, I know it's weird. A right wing and a midfield. You're comparing that.
Excuse me,
Which
94. 94 is the last time they failed the World
94?
Cup. That was
Oh my
the
God, my
that was the
brother's only
U.S.
one
World
years
Cup.
old.
That was the
Wow.
U.S. World Cup. That's the first. That's the first soccer I ever
That's
saw. Was
USA.
the
I'm
World Cup.
blaming USA for that. Then they're giving us the bloody curse. Gave us the bloody curse. Yeah, 21st. USA. I don't know about who's playing the first game on the 20th. I think it's Qatar. Qatar playing the first
Qatar
game.
plays on the 20th.
Yeah, yeah, because it's always the home team
The home
plays.
team, yeah.
Because Italy done that against Turkey in the Euros. So yeah, 21st. What's your score prediction now?
For Wales, USA,
Yeah,
1-1.
1-1. Ooh. I don't know with that one. I think it's going to be 2-1 to Wales. I feel like Bale
It
might
could be.
score.
It's.
I
I
think two.
honestly, it could be. I
I
don't
think
know.
Bale. I think Bale could pull something out.
Man, you see Bale help win the MLS Cup
Yeah.
there.
So I
Yeah.
think he could do that again.
You want to hear? You want to laugh real quick?
Yeah.
There's only one season Bale never had a trophy in his life. Do you know when that was?
Tottenham.
When he went back to Tottenham.
Yeah, I saw the post. I saw a post on Facebook. I saw that. I was like, oh, mate, I'm going to send this to my mate who's a Tottenham fan.
Oh.
I might tell my head teacher that because my head teacher is a Tottenham fan. So I'm going to tell him, do you know, true fact, Bale has never won a trophy. The only trophy he hasn't won out of a team was your team.
Oh my gosh, that made me laugh
Apparently, he won
so
it at
hard.
Southampton. He won a trophy at with Southampton.
Ugh.
He's won a trophy with Real Madrid, of course. And then he's won a trophy with
LA, LA.
LAFC. I know. Were you too bothered with that, or did you not care?
No, I mean, New England was terrible this year. They didn't even qualify, so I was happy
Yeah.
for him. Just in general, because
Yeah.
I think I don't know. You know why he's really good, shithouser. Like the way he would like mess with the Real Madrid fans in the stands would always make me laugh. Especially when he would do was it golf, Wales, football in that order.
Yeah. But yeah,
It's Qatar versus Ecuador that kicks it off.
yeah. That probably not a good match to kick off the World Cup, but that's my opinion.
Qatar, they're a fun team. I don't know if they're gonna go far, but
They might do. They might do because Russia did in 2018, and Russia weren't keen
they
favourites.
got invited to the Gold Cup, and they were good. They were a fun team to play to watch play. So we'll see.
Yeah. So and then my predictions for Iran, I think we'll probably win 2-0. I think it'll be a comfortable 2. I think Iran might do something, maybe get a few chances. I think we will be defensive, but a counter attack from our pacey players might.
Yeah, and then
help
I
us.
don't know. USA is going to have to win at least one game to advance. Obviously, I don't think they can scam 3 draws and get in that way. So we'll see.
Well, yeah, obviously, I personally think Wales might get that. I think 1-1 draw is also good, but I think it could be 2-1. That's why I've gone for 2 because I have that feeling it's going to be a thing. But what do you think? Second place for USA or third? Do you think you'll go through, or do you think it'll be a disaster? Do you think bottom place too? So
I don't think it's going to be a disaster. I think we're gonna either just miss or just advance. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah.
I think I'm hoping for second. I'm predicting third.
Yeah, I'll obviously predict the top. As much as I hate Southgate, there's no way we cannot get second, third, or fourth.
I mean, it would be
A disaster.
It would be bad. Yeah, it would be disaster for England to not make it out of this group.
My God, 2014, like we didn't make out that group with Roy Hudson. That pissed me off.
What's going on here? That was one of I still watch that meme like every day.
Yeah, it was just terrible. And then 2018, we got to like the semis, and then we lost to Croatia. I'm gonna be completely honest. That referee, I wish I could find and kill him. I'm sorry, but the amount of fouls Croatia done that day, and we got no free kicks and all that was mad.
So can
and
you
I
name
think
the top 5 right now in FIFA? The FIFA rankings, top 5.
England's
2
fifth.
of them are surprises to me.
England's 5th.
Yeah.
First, I'm trying to think. France, isn't it?
First is Brazil.
Second's France, isn't it?
Belgium.
Belgium,
Argentina, France, England.
France is behind. France is behind Belgium.
Mm-hmm.
Are these realistic?
I think
Small.
Belgium's had a good. I think Belgium's had a good season.
What have they done?
It's yeah. If I'm correct, I think I've been. Well, I think they've been quietly good. Like
Yeah, just carry on.
yeah. I think they've been like quietly really strong, is what I think people are saying.
What'd you say, bro?
I just said no. I just think that like Belgium's been like very quietly a good team. You know.
I saw their squad. I thought, I don't know, but we are crap. We obviously lost to them in the group stage in the World Cup, I believe. So I didn't know they were high that ranking. So, but anyway, 21st World Cup starts, and then is it when's the next? Is it the 25th? Is the US game?
The 25th.
Yeah, the 25th. Me and South Jesse and hopefully David. David will hopefully be
I
watching.
am making sure he goes. I will find him.
And we're trying to get another guest who's American too. So we've got 2-on-2, you know. I will be watching it on ITV Player or BBC iPlayer, either one. So I don't know if I'll be behind, guys. So if I am behind, don't spoil it.
Yeah, we'll figure it out because mine's is usually behind too. It's
Yeah,
on Fox for me.
Mine's ITV Hub or BBC iPlayer. It's either one. I don't know about you guys. I think you got, is it ESPN?
Fox.
Is it Fox? Oh,
yep.
Fox.
Fox bought the rights back like in 2018. So like they had Euros there. They had the World Cups for both men's and women's. So yeah.
Yeah. Hopefully next year the England women's will win the World Cup too and hopefully beat USA. It's cut. You know, the women's team aren't better than the men's. You know, so come on, England women's. Huh?
You could argue for both countries they're better.
Yeah, no, I don't know about the well, I don't know, but yeah, the men's obviously, even though we are shit. But yeah, obviously we've got the World Cup obviously on the 25th. I'm looking forward. That's going to be a mega stream. Mega stream.
I can't wait for that.
That's going to be probably one of my favorite streams to do. And then 21st, I will not be streaming, guys, on the 21st because I'm at college. Jesse will probably be at work.
No, I took all 3 days of the group stage off.
Really?
So I'll be streaming all 3 games. Yep.
Oh, you're lucky. I can't even get a day off. I'm lucky.
Yeah, you're in college, man.
I know, but I'm lucky. I was tempted to say I'm ill or something to watch the game, but yeah.
No,
but
man, you don't want to mess up your future, you know.
No, but obviously our head teacher was kind enough, even though I asked him politely if we could watch it, maybe, but obviously we are going to watch it, so that's all right. And then 25th, I'll be home. Thank God. Thank God.
But you gotta get going at 6 o'clock your time, right?
Yeah. I've got to go in a minute anyway. So thank you for watching, and yeah, we'll see you on the 25th. It's coming home. Bye.